We have the fans, but I asked to turn them off because I have some head congestion going on this morning and I'm not hearing as good as I should. Of course, Kay kind of thinks that a lot of times that's a benefit, but anyway. We'll go ahead and do a roll call. We got Mike Harris, Secretary, Charlene O'Brien, Treasurer, Kelly Harrell, Board Member at Large, and I got Bertha Corley, another Board Member at Large. So full attendance this morning. Okay, we've got a pretty full agenda, so I'd like to go ahead and get started by reading and approving the minutes from May the 3rd meeting. Do we have that?
I don't. I sent those back when Kelly was still on the board. I didn't bring them.
Okay, we have never received them.
No.
Okay,
Well,
so
Mike wouldn't have. It's when Kelly was on the board. I sent it to everybody because I thought we were going to approve them at that one meeting, and we didn't. We didn't do anything, but I'll resend them again to
Okay.
the new board.
so we will have to forego that at this point in time. So we'll move on to the Treasurer's report.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to skip just a little bit, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. We do have a checking account. We have successfully been granted a financial institution, which is Woodforest National Bank, as a nonprofit unincorporated association at zero charge. Checks, deposit slips, monthly fees, no transaction limits, no transaction fees. The only thing that we will possibly be charged on would be insufficient funds, and that's $32 per item. So that's good news. Woo!
Yes.
That was done on July 15th. So having said that, we deposited dues and then our funds that were liquidated to cashier's checks into our new checking account with the deposits totaling $15,522.22. We've had no expenses. So currently in the bank, after the expenses are paid, which would be Chico, $9.75, and then an outstanding Texas Materials invoice from February of $1,155.03. We will have a net balance of $14,357.48.
We'll talk about EIN.
Can we move to accept the treasurer's report?
Yeah, okay. All right. Do we have a motion to accept the Treasurer's report?
I'll do a motion.
Second.
Second. Okay, Treasurer's report. Vote. Mike?
Aye.
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 Charlene? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay, it's unanimous to accept the Treasurer's report on the bank and financial status.
Thank you. One more update is that we have obtained a new EIN number also as a nonprofit unincorporated association from the Internal Revenue Service.
Yay.
Okay.
Any questions, anyone?
Okay. Have a motion to accept.
Motion to accept.
Got a second? Bertha? Okay. Vote. Mike?
Aye.
Charlene?
Aye.
Kelly?
Aye.
Bertha? Aye. Aye. Unanimous. Okay. Any other questions before we proceed? Okay. We'll move to the Secretary's report.
Yeah, moving to the Secretary's report. I currently have access to the POA Gmail the POA, CBAPOA@gmail.com, and the G drive that goes along with it, and all the information that the community has saved in that in the G drive. I have a couple of ideas for the board. I'm thinking of doing a Google's group, and what that group will do for the board is you'll be able to sign in, and that gives everybody access to the board. It gives everybody access to the Google Drive, to whatever we have in the Google groups, and all emails that come in to CBAPOA. Kind of the way it was done before was there was just one password, and it was just kind of shared amongst everybody. It worked at the time, but sometimes not everybody had access and whatnot. So it's important for all 5 board members to have access. So by having a Google group, you'll be able to have access to that, and everybody will have their own. Everybody will have their own password. And the other benefit of that is when somebody comes into, anybody on the board comes in to check on anything, and you can keep track of who's in, and it's just information security. You can see who's been in and what they've seen, and it's just accountability for everybody. The other thing I want to do is, or at least I'm recommending, I've done it myself, I've created my own Gmail account just for the secretary. So it's Mike Harris CBA, and that's all just official business that I do as secretary for the board. The benefit of that is you don't have, I don't want to use and I don't recommend anyone have their personal email and you have board information coming into your personal email. Okay, you want to keep that separate. And especially on a legal, from a legal point of view, say the worst case scenario, the board of directors were to get sued, and a board member has been getting all their board email mixed in with their personal email. Well, then that is, when it goes to court, that's discovery. So you'd have to turn all of your personal, or there's a chance you'll have to turn all your personal email over to the court, just along with all your CBA, official email at all as well. So I'm recommending everybody get just a separate email. I did Mike Harris CBA at gmail.com. I think Bertha, you did Bertha Corley CBA at gmail.com. And Kelly, I noticed your email. Is that just because you had like your name and then Camp Ranch? Is that just your, okay?
Just for this, when I was the secretary.
Perfect. So you've got one, but for everyone, if you have just a kind of a separate email just for CBA business, that would be great. And then that it kind of keeps you safe basically from any type of issues, and then you don't have everything mixed up and mingled in there. But that's up to you guys.
No, I think that's a good idea.
Legally, it protects the board members, and it keeps everything. If you get personal, or if you get confidential email from somebody in the neighborhood too, then, or somebody gets a hold of you, it's not mixed in with your personal stuff. I want to talk about the website. I'd like to go ahead and kind of update the website a bit. That's on the Google Drive, like our Google, and just kind of get that updated a little bit, if that's okay with, if you want to do a vote on that, or I'll just propose that to the board. I'd like to go ahead and just, I've got some ideas as far as some posting information for members that pertain to the community and CBA at large. So
You want to make a motion?
Yeah. Make a motion to give me the opportunity to update the website.
Okay. Do I have a second? Kelly Harrell, second. Have a vote. Bertha?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Charlie?
Yes.
Mike? Yes.
Yeah.
Unanimous?
Unanimous. And I'd like to make a motion to add a Google group and share that with everybody as well under the G Drive, under the Google Mail, CBAPOA.
Okay. All,
So the Google group, let me expand on that a little bit. Actually, I'm going to call on Jen if she could explain Google Groups a little bit.
Well, I brought it up as an idea, just kind of one of those things when we were out sitting one evening. And so what
Jen,
can happen?
can you speak up?
Yes, I'm sorry. So what happens with Google Groups is everybody uses their Gmail address and they're given access into the Google group. Mike can set up a forwarder of anything that comes to cbapoa@gmail.com automatically is forwarded to the group. So every board member has access to every email coming into the main board email address. It also just makes it streamlined where everybody has their own username and password. Everybody's responsible for their own actions within there. And it just makes it easy for you guys to talk among yourselves and work on projects without it being all mixed up with where 5 people are logging in with the same username, so.
Okay.
It's not a social media thing, it's a thing for you 5 to collaborate together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is
repeat
it
your,
just the board that'll have access to it?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just us 5. And you'll have your own password
So-
and be able to go in and see what's on there. And if you choose to, I can set it up so it'll forward, like any email that comes into CBAPOA will automatically get forwarded out to each individual member or not. And that's another reason why I'm recommending you have your own individual email separate, just a CBA email. So you can either have it email forwarded to you, or you'll see it, in the groups. It'll be there as well. Is that correct, Jen?
Yeah, so it's a collaboration tool for you guys, and each of you can sign into Google Groups and tell it whether you want every email to come to you or once a day a digest, or you don't want it to forward emails to you. You're just going to sign in and look at them, So it gives you more control over how many times you're getting dinged with notifications.
So,
so repeat the motion.
a motion is,
Wait,
yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry. Motion is to allow Mike to set up a Google group for the 5 within CBA POA that allows the 5 board members access to information.
Okay. We have a second? Oh, you have a question?
I do, I have a question.
Okay, question.
So the Google Groups is, once you log into that, does it give you access to the G Drive,
Yes, it does.
to the G Drive, the Gmail?
Yes. Is that correct?
The Google Drive can be shared with everybody's email address already, giving them access. It's more to provide that access to the Gmail account where you're seeing all of the emails coming in without having to share a username with everybody.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have to share a username, and everybody's responsible. And then going forward, you can keep track of who sees what information, and everybody has access all the time.
All right. So do we have a second? Yeah, second.
Okay.
Okay. Vote?
Aye.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
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 Charlie? Yes.
No.
Unanimous, okay.
I was able to go down to Trinity County down to Groveton, to the county office. The management certificate for CBAPOA for the year has been filed. That keeps us legally within the boundaries of being a POA here in Trinity County. I also was able to do a doing business as for the community for Camp Ranch Acres Properties Owners Association. So that's been filed with the Trinity County as well. So that kind of officially kind of codifies our name, Camp Ranch Acres Property Owners Association, as our legal name. Total cost on that was, I believe, $52. It was like $25 for each form. And I will be submitting I paid for it. I'll be submitting a reimbursement form, and I have the receipt for that.
Okay.
Charlene had sent me a kind of list of records not returned. If you could kind of expand on that a little bit, Charlene, some of it has to do with on the treasurer side of it.
Yeah, we didn't receive any of the file documents back. None of the Trinity County amendments, none of the originals, none of that came back. Do you know where those are?
I thought Kelly uploaded them all to the G drive.
I haven't been able to get into the G drive for almost 2 months. But without regard to that, we need the originals. Do you know where they're
I
at?
would reach out and ask her.
So no, you don't know where they're at?
No, okay.
Okay.
I will.
Have you been able to get into the G drive?
Yes, I have been, but I haven't looked for any of these items here.
Okay.
However, we'll get the Google, we'll get everything set up
Yeah,
this
there should
week.
be a
And
folder that says legal documents, and to my knowledge, everything was uploaded there.
okay,
I know I've uploaded all the meeting minutes that I had that are already there.
Can
Okay.
y'all hear us in the back? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having trouble hearing. I just wanted to make sure y'all were.
One
Okay.
of the things that I noticed in the G drive when I was trying to work with it before, although it was a great effort getting a lot of that stuff uploaded, I'm not criticizing anyone, but the quality of some of the stuff in there is very poor.
Tell me about it.
And if there was a way that those originals can come back to us, that maybe we can increase the quality of those to be used if need be.
I'm willing to take that on as my project as secretary to look through over the next few months. Like, that's not something that's probably going to happen in a week or two, but over time I can pick away at getting everything just organized in folders. And the nice thing is you guys will be able to look in on it too and see what I've done and what I'm doing, and everybody has access to it. So
There should be all folders set up now for every month,
Okay.
for every year. Any meeting notes that I had were put in there, and I believe anything that Kelly had was scanned in there, and then the folder that says legal documents is all the legal stuff.
okay, all right.
I just think and Mike, you're secretary, but I just think it's important to keep all legal county filings originals.
Oh, absolutely.
They're uploaded,
Absolutely.
they're great, but why would
Yeah.
we ever get rid of county filing?
No, I think later on in the meeting, we're going to talk about a records retention policy, so we'll get into it there.
I would say reach out to Kelly for those, because she was the one that did all the filing, so.
Well, I have tried to reach out to Kelly by phone, by email, by text, and I have received no response.
Do you want me to ask?
If you would, please. I did catch up with her when she was out working on their house, and I asked about access, and she told me she didn't have access, and that's when I called you, and we finally managed to get access
1 hour later?
1 hour later. But anyway, and that's the only correspondence that I have received.
I'll ask her.
Okay, I would appreciate it.
Sure.
Okay.
Can you ask her about the rest of these items also on the agenda?
Anything like these, I put in those binders that I gave you.
Right, but none of them go prior to 2000.
Yeah, I don't know where those would be.
Okay, well,
Anything I had, I put all in those 3 binders I gave you. That was everything that was in existence.
so when you talk to Kelly, because I know these things existed, when I took them to her,
Ask her where
well, you
they-
asked her what happened to them. It's important that we have it on record where they went.
Okay, I'll ask her.
All right,
All right, I think that's it for, that's it for Secretary's report.
do I have a motion to accept the Secretary's report? Question? Okay.
I make a motion to
Okay.
accept.
Well, tell you what, I probably got ahead of myself. Anybody out here have any questions on this before we accept it? No? Okay. We got a motion to accept. I second it. We'll take a vote. Bertha,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yeah.
Charlene,
Yes.
yes?
All right.
Unanimous, okay? Okay, we're gonna move on to old business. At the last meeting, Philip Canaday turned in his resignation. We had a vote to accept, and it was accepted, and Bertha Corley was elected per the ballots, the vote that we had, and Philip's term was only 1 year, and so now Bertha Corley is a board member, and she has a 2-year term to begin with. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, Bertha, for volunteering to be on this board. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any other old business?
I would say just go down the list and clarify everyone's terms. They're on the board right now.
Yes. You have that, Mike.
What's that?
Every board member's term at this point.
I would just suggest that we go down the line
Yeah.
and just make a note of
Okay.
where we're at on the board terms.
Okay. Mike was just elected this year, so he has a 2-year term. I was elected last year, so I have this year left, and then I will have to run for election again if I so choose. Charlene?
I was elected last year. I have 1 year left, and I am eligible to run for a second 2-year term. If I'm elected and fulfill that, I would have to take a year off after.
Yes. Kelly?
I was elected last year and I will finish out.
This year? And then if you so choose, you would have to run again.
And she can't schedule.
I,
No, oh, that's right, you've already been on.
I not so choose.
Yeah, okay. All right. Bertha was just elected this year, so she has a 2-year term, okay?
2-year term and she can do the extra.
Yes, she can do the extra if she so desires. She'll have to run for re-election at that time. Okay? Any other old business? Okay. I have a motion to accept old business report. Got a second? Probably unnecessary, but anyway, we're going to do it, okay? So, vote. Bertha?
Yes.
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 Unanimous, okay. Road report, new business. I guess that's me. We now can start doing some road repairs, since how we have a bank account and we have money that had been approved previously to do the road repairs. We have on Highline Road, the culvert going about halfway up the road I had reported on it earlier this year that it was collapsing, and it's continuing to collapse. So we're going to need to replace that culvert, before we start putting any more rock down, so that we don't put rock down and then turn around and dig it up in order to replace a culvert, okay? So, I will be pursuing some pricing on culverts. If anybody knows where there are any culverts that we could get at a reasonable price, I would be very interested in that. On that culvert, we're going to need 18 inches, and it's going in diameter, and we need 40 feet. We probably won't use all 40, but they come in 20-foot sections, and 20 foot is not enough. So we're going to need 2 sections. So I will be, like I say, pursuing the cost on that, and once we get the culverts, then we will schedule a day to remove the old one and install it. And then once we do that, then we can start putting rock down on Highline Road. Okay. The last few days, we did start working on the drainage ditches on Lakeside. Thanks to Bertha and Bill's and their tractor and Tim, we got most of the one ditch line dug out. Found a lot of roots in there that we didn't expect, but anyway, we got it dug out. We still have some finishing work to do on it. And then on the other side of the road, we still need to do some ditch clean out by the Cravish properties to get that finished. And we'll be moving that dirt that's sitting on the side of the road there. We'll be moving it. I think Bertha and Bill have some places they can use it, and then the Cravies have offered a place for us to move it to and use it.
Yeah, I've got some low spots. You gotta take it there first.
Yeah.
Whatever we have left over. I said, if they've got some low spots, you should take that soil first.
Right.
Because we're just gonna be building up, so.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what our plan is, to take care of her spots first, and then we'll move the rest of it down there. And it won't be any more this weekend, but hopefully I'll have an opportunity to do some more work on it latter part of next week. Okay. So,
Jared, on your culvert, Bill and I had bought some at a very reasonable price at Thomas Supply
Thomas Supply.
in Livingston.
Okay. I'll definitely be checking with them. Yeah.
Make sure you let people know that Bertha worked half of that day on the tractor with you for his campaign.
Yeah, she certainly did. Bertha's a hard worker, and I was very grateful for her to drive the tractor while I was doing the digging. Okay, if it
Make a
hadn't,
good team.
what's that?
I said, y'all make a good team.
Yeah. And speaking of culverts, that culvert that we cleaned out, the bottom of it is beginning to rotten out. It's not going. We'll be okay for a little while, but before long, we're going to have to replace that culvert too. So.
Is that a plastic culvert?
That's a galvanized one.
Oh,
But
okay.
I highly recommend moving forward that we use the plastic culverts, because that way the bottoms don't rot out of them. I know that one's been there since the beginning, but its useful time is just about over with.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I have on the road report. Can we just move on and discuss? We came up with a list of duties and responsibilities for the different positions. So it's been passed out. Has everybody read them? Okay. Has this just been passed out to us? Or?
Yeah, no, this hasn't been, this has just been us.
Okay.
That this is passed out. Charlene put it together, so.
Okay. Does anybody amongst us have any comments on it at this time? Anything you recommend changing?
And We don't have to vote on this right now.
No,
People
no.
can take it and read through it and make suggestions.
Yes,
But there's been some back and forth and some crossover, and I don't think the lines have been very clear in the past. And I just think for this board and every board moving forward, if we accept that as what those duties are for those positions, then it's not in question.
okay. Why don't we go ahead and schedule this for vote at the next board meeting? Give everybody time to look it over, make any changes.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can also start your policy and procedure book.
yes. Mhm. So,
That's something else.
okay. And we can, anybody's interested, we can share this with y'all as well, okay, before our next meeting, okay?
Well, it definitely needs to be given to candidates that are running for the board.
Yes. So it should be distributed to everybody anyway, so that they're aware of it, okay? So, but anyway, this will be a draft, and we will vote on it at the next board meeting. So, records retention policy and removal of old records.
Yeah, so in the Texas Property Code, as far as record retentions, there is a list of, in Texas Property Code, there's a list of records that are mandatory to keep. And I don't have it highlighted. I can't jump to it really quick. I apologize. But it's something that we probably need to discuss. I'll have something written up and emailed out to the board with a list of records that, the minimum requirement. Some records are required to be kept by the state forever. And then they recommend other records like financial information and whatnot. It's a 3 or 4 year length of time that you have to keep some of these records. But we have to follow what the state requires, but then within that, we can decide amongst the board of what we need to be taking, what we need to be keeping. And Charlene mentioned, what did you mention, Charlene, that as far as records that
The amendments, like our deed and everything, that those original Trinity County records, I mean, the electronic is fine, but I would never
right. And
just hold an electronic version of my home deed. I mean, I would.
That's right, and that is one of the things required by the state to keep in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Of all that formation documents for your POA, you want to keep all that to show when you started, where you started, how it started, and all the important information.
I think original bank documents and any legal documents, originals should always be kept.
Yeah.
Well, and that, again, once we decide on that, that should go in the policy and procedures manual as well.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So the record retention policy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will work on that and get it and present it. I'll get it out. I'll get a draft out before the meeting, and then we can discuss it next meeting. And then have any ideas we can discuss at the meeting.
Okay. Okay.
That's it on that.
Okay. We, in case anybody had noticed it, we are not going to be allowing open carry at our board meetings. We have a sign posted here, and so we're allowed to do that. And so moving forward, there will no longer be open carry allowed at our board meetings. Okay?
Yeah. My understanding is that does not. It's just the open carry that is prohibited. It's not concealed carry.
That's correct. This is just open carry. Okay? And so we will comply with that. Okay? Moving forward, whenever we go to the open discussion session, we have a podium for whoever wants to speak. You'll be given 3 minutes, and you can speak, but you need to be at the podium. You need to address the board, okay? Strictly the board. We're not going to have open discussion and addressing people in general. If the person in a property owner wants to speak, they will have their turn, okay?
I passed out a code of conduct, a draft for the board to consider. I'm going to read it to the board members here. It's short and concise, and this pertains to basically the way we act and the way we speak if you're speaking publicly here to the board. Camp Ranch Acres POA Code of Conduct for Meeting Attendees. To ensure and when I say attendees, it's the board members as well. I mean, we're attendees, we're the board, but we're all kind of in this together, right? It's to ensure productive and respectful property owners association meetings. All members in attendance are expected to adhere to the following code of conduct. Purpose of participation. Members who wish to speak must address the POA board directly and limit their comments to matters related to Camp Ranch Acres POA business and community interests. Respectful communication. Personal attacks, inflammatory remarks, or disruptive behavior directed at individuals, whether board members, property owners, or others, will not be tolerated. Enforcement. Any member who fails to comply with this code of conduct may be asked to leave the meeting at the discretion of the board. I'd like to make a motion that, if you want to have a discussion, but I'd like to make a motion that we accept this code of conduct and stay within this code of conduct. there's been a lot of stuff going on. And in talking to, folks in the community, they just want it to end. I mean, it's like this. We come here, we deal with the business at hand, and then, and that's it. Now, here's the thing. If you have a problem,
Mike,
Hi.
you had a motion on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carry
Yes.
through with that motion.
Can you repeat the motion?
I withdraw it for the time being until I'm done speaking here for a minute. It's just if we have a mechanism, if somebody has an issue with, say, a property owner, whatever that issue may be, instead of bringing it up here in the open and getting things fired up, we have an executive session at the end that you can ask to come and see the board at the end of a board meeting and ask to appear in executive session. And then you can say, when it's closed in executive session, you're not throwing anybody's name out there. You're just coming and talking to the board and talking about the issue at hand. I mean, that's the proper way to do it, and that's why the Texas Property Code has that mechanism in there, so we don't have to, bring things up in public. I mean, that's why it's there. So I recommend anyone who, has an issue with a neighbor or has something very personal they want to talk about with their property or whatever they can just come to they can request to be heard in executive session where it stays private. And then the board can consider things.
Okay, I wanted to make a comment on that. We're not going to always have an executive session after every board meeting. So if you have issues that we should be addressing in executive session, please let us know ahead of time and we will schedule that executive session. But we're not going to have it an executive session meeting after every meeting, okay?
My motion is to accept the code of conduct and that's all right.
Good ringtone.
My motion is to everyone accept that ringtone as their official.
Sorry.
It's kind of catchy. My motion to the board is to accept the code of conduct and just vote to have it in place and be followed going forward.
Do we have a second? We've got a second. Has everybody had a chance to read over it? We're
We
good?
need to be sure to
Okay.
send this to every property owner.
Yes.
Yes, yep, I'll send it out this week.
Okay. Bertha, yes? Kelly?
Yes.
Yes.
Mike? Yep.
Hey,
Unanimous, okay?
okay.
Okay, next item on the agenda is reimbursements discussions. Do we have any requests for reimbursements before us at this time?
I have a request for reimbursement for the management certificate and the doing business as certificate.
Can we back up just a little bit and talk about the form that I created?
Oh, yeah.
No, talking about what, Charlie?
This form.
Oh,
I created a form that calls for the requester's signature. It has date, vendor, purpose of expense, and amount. It requires the signature from the requester, and it requires 3 approval signatures from board members. For this board and every board moving forward, I think it is essential for the protection, once they are reimbursed, that they have this piece of paper for backup to say, I didn't get anything over on anybody. Everybody saw it. It got approved. I had 3 approvals.
Okay, have
And they
you,
have to attach the receipt.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The original receipts would be
has,
ideal.
Yeah.
okay, have you had a chance, everybody had a chance to review it? Got any questions or comments on it?
Anything I missed? Anything that would make it any better?
on,
No.
you might put receipts attached.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe a time frame. I couldn't figure out a time frame. I know that was a big question in the past.
Within
Well-
30 days of expense?
Well,
No?
I don't, some of them may not be, you may not
That's
get it
true.
in time. There's always situations that arise. So,
90 days?
yeah, let's give it 90.
90 days.
That should be sufficient for anything.
Because we'll have a meeting within
Yeah,
then, so you can just present it at the meeting
yeah.
with the receipt.
Mhm.
And just, we're all together, you can sign off on it.
And even that way, if somebody loses a receipt, they should have sufficient time to get another one. Okay,
Yep.
all right. do we-
Bertha, what did you say? The first one, I'm sorry.
Receipts attached?
Okay.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the use of this form with the modifications that we just discussed? Kelly, Kelly, Harold?
Second.
Okay. Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah. Charlene?
Yes.
I'm good. Mike's good. It's unanimous. Okay.
Mike, what's the total on your receipts for reimbursement? Do you know?
It's 58 even.
He's gonna fill out the form.
Okay. Well, the form's not ready yet.
Yeah.
I gotta make some
I'll-
change.
I'll-
Okay,
I'll
so
fill
it's
it.
less than $100, and
Okay. Well-
you and I are the only ones.
We'll, if it's okay with y'all, we'll go ahead and vote on approving the amount, and we can get the form changed, and then you can cut the check.
Yes.
Okay? Okay.
And
I got a
at the next meeting,
motion.
everybody
I
will
make a
sign.
motion to,
3 signatures.
Yeah, that's
At the next
missed on
meeting?
that.
yeah. What's that?
I said, then at the next meeting, we'll have 3 signatures sign the receipt.
Yes. Okay.
The $58.
The $58. Yes. Okay. Make a motion to accept and to reimburse. Do I have a second? Okay. Bertha seconded. Vote. Bertha, yes. Kelly?
Yeah.
Charlene?
Yes.
I vote yes. You're good.
I'm good to go.
I also,
Yeah, vote yes.
Okay.
I also have receipts
Okay. Oh, that breeze feels good.
for myself, paying Chico June and July, $19.50. TRA shoreline fee, $13.50. and then a mail out that I had to do for $3.15. So again, it's less than $100, less than 50 for myself.
Okay. May I ask what the mail out was for?
Yes, it's for the IRS.
Okay, good, just so everybody knows. Okay,
I make a motion to accept and pay.
I second. Charlene? Yeah, I guess
Aye.
you-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
aye.
I would like to.
It's unanimous, okay.
All right, I've also got, and maybe you guys tell me how you want to handle it. Maybe I mail Kelly Rom's receipts back to her with the form and
Yes.
ask her to fill it out.
Yes,
But I do have receipts that Kelly Rom gave me that is a little over $200 when she was the chairman.
yeah. Say we send them back to her, have her fill out the form, and then when we get it back, we'll vote on it and determine whether what we pay, how much we're going to pay,
Okay.
okay?
And I'll put a note in there that she doesn't have to mail it back to me or us or anybody. She can just bring it.
Well, she needs to itemize it.
Sure.
Okay. There are expenses associated with that I have issues with,
Okay.
okay? That we did, as I remember, there wasn't a board vote on doing some of the things that were done. So anyway, we'll address that once
Okay.
it's done. Okay. Any other reimbursement discussions? Okay. Bylaws committee report?
Bylaws meeting that twice this month.
Okay.
Bertha,
Can you speak up for me, please, ma'am? I don't care if you're sitting there, I just need to speak a little louder.
Yeah, podium would be, you can break it in.
over here. Here,
Give
okay.
her the gavel.
No, I control that.
The bylaws committee met twice this month in July, well, not this month, in July. And Bertha, Mike, me, and who else is on there?
No, that's it.
We had 4.
Your other member dropped out.
Yeah, just the three of us.
All right. So we went over, I had submitted some forms or some revisions before the new board election. And I got back a lot of stuff that dealt with incorporation law and not our association law. So we had to go through all of that again, make sure that it went with our bylaws, and as we are now considered a,
Nonprofit unincorporated association.
you know. So, there's several changes that we went through. Did you hand that out to regular
Yeah.
people or just to the board?
I have a few copies circulating
Okay.
out there. I don't have one
So
for
there,
everybody.
you know, basically, we're going through and we're just updating the bylaws. There's some things that, people were feeling very, very strong about, and we have, these are the first ones that we have done that everybody has said that they wanted to see changed in the bylaws. So you can come up and talk to me or to any of the board members, and we can go over that, individually and all. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus here, so come and talk to me and I'll show you what we did and why we did it.
Or I can read through them, or I can, get them emailed out, or.
Do you want us to read them or do you want to come up and talk to us?
I think that's a board issue.
Who wants
before
to
it goes
come up
the
and
board
talk to
issue.
us?
Probably,
And Dave's not
You can
supposed to
read
the
them.
board.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
hang on one sec here. Hang on. Yeah, this is just a draft. Hang on a sec.
Are they presentable? I don't think they are.
Why don't we,
I don't have-
This is for the board.
Okay.
So we need to discuss it as a board.
Okay, also, these recommendations go to the board, Then they recommend if they want to change any wording or add or subtract anything in there. Then when we get that, it will be sent out to the members, all of them, for you to vote on, yes or no. And if you want to make a comment on it, why you wanted it or why you don't want it, there's that too.
Okay,
Exactly, I'm sorry, yes. So, it will go out to the members,
yes,
and it will be, you know, we can get their input on it. After, the board will go through it, we will finalize it, and then send out. We're not gonna send all of the amendments at the same time, because last time, it was all or nothing, and so it went to nothing. This way, we do a few at a time, we get the majority of what they feel like should go in there, and then we can, at the end, there's a lot of, we can submit it at the end as a whole package, and so that they can see. A lot of it is just a few words here and there, maybe a spelling error, or to put in CBAPOA instead of subdivision.
but for your info, each one of the amendments will have a yes or a no vote on it. It won't be where you have 10 proposed amendments with only a yes or no vote.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Okay, can the board agree to review this within a certain period of time and get it back to
Mike?
Mike? What's a good period of time?
Is 2 weeks reasonable?
Or how about-
Absolutely.
How about a week? Can we do it in a
I can
week?
do it in a
Yeah,
week.
in a week would be great.
I mean, that's it, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
this
this is
is it, right? This is the first round.
I just don't want to hold this up, the meeting and all.
Yeah.
People, it's a Saturday, people have things they want to do.
Yeah, I can have it done.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll have the comments back to you by next Saturday,
Okay, that'd be great.
okay?
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all for your hard work. I know that's not easy.
And yes, and it's volunteer time, and we do appreciate you doing it. And then, as Kay was saying, once the board reviews it and we come to a consensus, then it will be the draft, it'll be a draft, will be sent out to you, to the property owners to make comments on before we send out a final and schedule a vote. Schedule a vote and send out a final. Okay. Hope, I got all that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now's time to open up for property owners' comments. And to allow Tommy, who was gracious enough, our county commissioner, to attend the meeting and to give us an update on what's going on
With Trinity County.
with Trinity County, Precinct 1, right?
Do I need to go to the podium or do I?
Yeah.
talk?
Yes, sir. Well, no, you're talking to the whole group.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm the county commissioner. I probably met every one of y'all within, the past few years. But before I forget, I was on an ad. I talked to Tim a little bit about it, about the culvert situation. I do from time to time buy it from Thomas Supply. I go over there when I don't have one in stock or what have you, but there's a couple companies that I use, and I have done it for other subdivisions, and it's a little cheaper than Tom. Not taking nothing from Thomas Supply, but I could, just like us hauling material to y'all and y'all paying for the material, I could, find time to run a culvert out and to y'all and drop it. I couldn't do no work on it, but y'all could purchase it from, just basically how y'all write a check about the rock or whatever. Then y'all do the same thing for the culvert. So it would be, they do make 30-foot culverts. That's what I use. Mostly I do use 18-inch ones. So I probably got 5 or 6, 7 in stock in my yard. So whenever y'all are ready for it, if y'all want to go that route, if y'all wanted to explore, I can give y'all a price on what we pay for it. And then y'all can check it out, other places, Thomas Supply and all that. And let me know, and I'd be willing to help, I can't come in here. I'm always looking for stuff I can do inside subdivisions because I can't come in here and do any work. So I'm always trying to help. But that's that. If y'all want to, I told Tim a price. I got a price sheet and I can get it to the board or whatever. And and see if y'all want to go that route. I mean, it's just easier for y'all, and if I'm out here, I got a trailer, I can haul it and just dump it wherever y'all want it on the site, and then y'all start working whenever the time y'all want it.
That's great. We really appreciate it.
So, another big topic coming up, I'm sure y'all have heard all over, if y'all got any kind of Facebook or anything, is a proposal on getting a jail or not. I know y'all have heard that. August 12th, we don't have a county jail. We house out to different areas, different counties, but August 12th is the time frame and the meeting that we're going to either approve or not approve going out for a bond in November for this jail. There's obviously pros and cons to everything. Me being an elected official, I can't say, hey, Jerry, you vote for it or you don't vote for it. That's against the law. So y'all going to have to, there's going to be some town halls in between August 12th if it does approve. If it does approve, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you all the way I'm going to vote is I want the people to decide before I spend $16 million. So I want the people to decide if this need is there, if this need is not there. So it's going to be in y'all's hands. Yes, I get one vote, and I guess my wife gets a vote, but I can't tell y'all which way to vote or anything. I can tell y'all, the truth or not the truth, but the all the info on it. What we're spending now, what we're doing, I can tell truthful stuff and show y'all proof of whatever, but I just can't say, hey, you vote for it or not, or I'm going to vote this way or I'm going to vote that way. So, yes, go ahead.
Could you give us a quick rundown? Because, we have folks here, but we also have our recording and folks in the community listen to the recording of this. If you could give us maybe a 5-minute recap or a quick recap of kind of pros and cons, because I know we're looking at, you said 16 million, but I know we have the small little jail, but then we've got folks being driven all over the place to different counties for them to house them, and it's X amount of dollars per day or week or whatever.
There's been some, and there's going to be town halls, what I was saying, in between the 12th when we vote on it, if it gets approved, if the Commissioner's Court approved to put it to bond in November, in between there, probably September, October, there's going to be some town halls in different areas of the county where the jail builders are going to come and the financial people's going to come and give, hey, this is what it's going to cost to build it. This is what it's going to cost to run it. So those are going to be set up. I know that we're spending a lot of money out of the county, but also a jail costs a lot of money. You're going to have the note, but the bond, if y'all pass it, the bond's going to cover that note. But we also got to figure out how to run it. So, but there is the money we're spending is going to go back in. We'll just have to,
Will there be enough space for other counties to house prisoners in it?
It's going to be a 60. It's going to be a 60-man jail, and you can only legally. You can't go full capacity. You can't put all 60. So you can go 15% below, which is like 45 to 48. As long as you're less than 48, you don't have to add any more jailers. And there's a lot of information. But right now, I think they're running like average like 33 to 34 inmates, each day. So there is a room, 10 to 15 people, I would imagine. I don't think you can get any more than that on bringing the others in, But the jail commission even says yourself, you don't go into a jail thinking you're going to make money. It's just you don't want to go into a jail saying, oh, well, we can rent 10 or 15 beds out, because you don't know if you can do that or not. You don't know if this month we may have 48 people or 50, and this month we may have 30. It's just you can't judge it off that. And everybody here knows I was long-term law enforcement, but now I'm on the other side of it. I have to. Y'all voted me in to be over the finances, and y'all's word. Let me speak for y'all basically, and it's a lot to it. It really is, and I'm not willing to spend $16 million of y'all's money without putting it out to y'all. So y'all can count on me voting for it to go to bond.
Which it would have to, if we spent that money anyway, it would have to go out to bond. But I want to know y'all want the jail. You know what I mean? Yes, ma'am.
Are we spending more money having to transport and house them in other jails than we would if we were able to take care of it ourselves locally?
Since it's before the 12th, I can talk about that. After the 12th, I can't. Well, I guess I could tell you the truth, tell you the numbers, but no.
We're not spending more money transporting them to other jails?
A new jail. Okay, I'll break it down real quick.
All I'm saying is if we had the jail already built, would it be cheaper to house them locally than transport them to other jails?
No, ma'am. So I'll tell you why, and it has to do a lot with the note. You're going to be paying on this for 20 years. Now, if it was just the operation of it, you're probably pretty close. You know, but so right now the sheriff's office is allotted $750,000 for outside space. You know, to house them wherever. But there is transportation. You can argue the transportation and you know, all that. But you're going to have a little bit of that either way, but not as much. So you can argue that. So let's just say he's spending $1 million. Let's just, for round numbers, let's say he's spending $1 million right now. On a $16 million note, it's going to be roughly $1.4 million just for the note. But the bond will cover that. Running it, if any of y'all know anything about construction, which a lot of y'all do, 50% is labor, 50% is material. It's going to cost over $1 million to run it. So, you know, I'm not saying we don't. Everybody knows we need a jail, but can we afford it? It'd be nice, and it'll be nice in 20 years when the jail's paid off. Then taxes will go back down a little bit, and we won't have to pay that note. We're just paying the operation of it. But
I don't think taxes will ever go down. They just go up.
well, you're going to lose the bond part of it to go back. You know what I mean? You're going to lose.
I understand. It's a long-term investment.
It is, and you got to. But there's a lot of pros to it. You know, right now we don't have a county jail. The misdemeanor crime is not. It's being, and Colton Hay, our county attorney, is a great attorney, but he can't sentence as many people as he wants to county jail because we don't have one. We're housing out. And on the downside of that, turnkey, and let's say in 3 years when we start running, when we get to running it, when the jail, it's going to take 2 to 3 years to build it. You're going to see a 32% increase on taxes. So so then you get to his way, if you ask me that question, and I'm completely honest, just on the note alone, right now it's probably in the range of $400,000 to $600,000 more than what we're spending right now. Not running it. So, and I'm not, and I'm not saying I'm for it. I don't know how I'm going to vote. You know what I mean? But I know there's a need, and this shouldn't be my option. There shouldn't be my decision because it should have been built 20 years ago. Back when, back then they got a quote for $3 million. And now you're looking at $16,600,000. So, but that's a big topic right now. And I know the way I'm going to vote. I'm not going to be the commissioner to say, no, I don't want it to go to bond because I want y'all to have the final decision. And if y'all vote for it, then hey, just realize that, hey, don't hate Tommy for raising your taxes, So, and you're right, taxes never go down. We don't go up. Like this year, the tax rate is 53 cents, 0.539. So on 100. And we don't go up. We can go up 3.5%, but we're not going up again this year. I don't think. Budget's not over with yet, but I don't think we're going to go up. It's going to stay the same. But you also know that, and I'm not trying to say nothing bad about the appraisal office, but they always going up on evaluations. Which, if you stay the same on the tax rate and your house goes up, what's that do? It's going to raise your taxes up. So you're correct about that. You never see the taxes go down. But 30%'s a lot.
Any other questions?
But there's gonna be plenty of town halls. I think at least, 3 or 4 or 5, I would imagine, in between that 2-month span where it's gonna be like Trinity Community Center or wherever they decide, big areas that a lot of people can come and ask questions, and they'll be, hey, this is what it's gonna cost to build it. This is what it's gonna cost to run it. Now, y'all have questions, that type of stuff, interaction.
Those meeting dates will be posted on Facebook.
Oh yeah, and I'll know, and I'll put it out on my Facebook or whatever. And but it's a big topic, and I've never went through none of this. I don't know what $16 million is, So I've never went through nothing like this, and that's why it's important for y'all. Even though I pay taxes as well, all of y'all do too, and I want, if people decide they want a jail, hey, let's build it. It's going to be good in 20 years. Or it's going to be good. It's going to take a lot of burden off the sheriff's office, no doubt. I know how it is. They're always hunting for beds. They're always this and that. But, there's, like I said, pros and cons to it.
Yeah, there'll be growing pains, no doubt.
Yep.
I've got a different question for
Yep.
you. Seems how you're a county commissioner.
Uh-oh.
And I got you, about to put you on the spot, but it's,
Yeah.
Up here at 356 in Camp Ranch Acres, have you seen that spot that's growing in the road?
No, well, I didn't pay attention, I guess.
On your way out, if you would, take a look on the left side as you're going out. It's beginning to break away.
Okay.
And if we don't get it fixed soon, it's going to probably.
I know
get
a
worse.
couple of years ago, since I've been commissioner, that first section right there was real bad, and we come and put some asphalt on it, spread it out and all that, and it's lasted a while, but it's probably. Is it in the easement part, or is it a text-out easement part, or is it mine?
Well, it may be, you know what? It's text dot easement. That's
Yeah.
where it is. Yeah.
But I know they've been, and when I tell them different subdivisions, that they've been going around, and they do that quite a bit. They fixed the easement part. They did some on the Ferris Landing right there at the front, if y'all saw that. But
I'm quite sure it's.
I'll check it out when I head out.
Right in front of the Camp Ranch Acres sign. Just
I'll look at
see
it,
the sign.
and if it's something that I can fix, put some stuff in it for right now until they can get around. If it's their easement, I'll do that.
We would appreciate it.
Yep.
It's just going to get worse with, it never stops raining anymore.
But,
We had a lot of rain this year.
oh, it's June. It just keeps getting later in the year. I think I jinxed the whole system when I become commissioner. It hadn't. Every time we do something, it rains, and it's crazy. Yeah, but
You've been good to us. We appreciate it.
well,
Yes,
I try my best to help out any way I can. Anybody have any questions for me? Yep.
Sheriff Joe in Arizona just puts up big tents and gives them pink
Underwear.
coveralls. Why can't we do that instead of building a jail?
Yeah, well, our sheriff is. I think he's looked into that. And I think he would do that if he could. And I don't think the tent city stuff is. I can't answer that question, but I've heard him talk about it, and I don't think that he can do that. He would like. I'm sure he would do it if he could.
I'll save that question for him.
Yeah.
Arizona doesn't have the storms that we have here.
But if y'all, I'll get with y'all get with me about the culvert situation. Anytime in the future y'all need culverts, I do go to Thomas Supply, and they will deliver them out here to you too as well. For I think it's $50 or whatever delivery fee or something. They'll come out here. But if y'all could use my culverts or what it's black plastic ones, just like y'all gonna get. But hey, the county don't make any money off that. Just like us hauling you rock, we don't make no money. So I'm here to help y'all because I can't work on y'all's roads. So.
We'll be talking to you about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. Kate called y'all regular people. That's property owners. Okay.
Did I say regular? I meant members.
That's okay. And we're all regular people anyway. But does any other property owner have anything that they would like to address the board with? Tim?
May I?
Yes, sir. And you can raise and lower that to meet your height.
I'm not that tall. The bylaws, I know you had a great bylaw committee. Just a couple things, since you wouldn't let Kay read them. It would be nice if we had somewhere in the bylaws that limited how much money the board could spend on any one expenditure. right now, if the board wanted to, they could go out and spend our $15,000 with just a board vote and be done. So I think having a limit built into our bylaws without going to a member vote would probably protect us from not that I don't trust any of y'all on the board, trust all y'all. Well, the treasurer's a little iffy, but because I see how she spends my money. Secondly, I would like this board to consider when they're going through the bylaws, changing our dues assessment from property owners to dues by lot. Because doing it by lot will allow people who have one lot to have a reduced rate, and it would be better for budgeting because now you know how many lots you have and it's X dollars per lot. You need more, it's a lot easier to budget. Because if somebody comes in here with a pocket full of money and starts buying every lot in here, it's actually feasible that he could pay $250 and be done and have most of the lots in here. So that makes no sense to me. So I would like you to consider that while you're modifying the bylaws.
That was next time. That's the next session.
I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. I would like you to consider.
I'll bring it to the.
Okay.
Okay, on that, well, how would you recommend the votes go?
Great question. I think, and if you use Hog Heaven as an example, they have their votes based on by property owner. So there's one guy over there that owns 38 lots. He still only gets one vote, but he pays 38 times, and their assessment fees are $40 per lot over there. So it would be nice if we could ratchet ours down based on the number of lots we have. So anyway, the world according to Tim. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anybody else? Joe?
Morning, everybody.
Morning. And by the way, I want to thank Joe for allowing us to use his facilities.
And
Just a real quick comment on the roads. Is that appropriate? So, we kind of rejoiced when we paid off the debt on the road, right, when we paid that off. But I think it's kind of naive to think that you're not always going to have a debt on the road, because there's the stretch going down, the long stretch here, the gravel road right there, that probably needs to be paved. And so to think that you're going to, well, we got it paid off, we won't ever know anything anymore. I don't think that's realistic. I think we ought to be thinking in terms that we will always have a note. As soon as you pay this one off, we're going to redo up the hill, or we're going to do this, but there will always be a capital investment note on the road for improvements. If you don't, they will get ahead of you, and you'll be back to gravel pretty quick everywhere. So.
Thank you. And by the way, if I didn't mention it earlier, when I was talking about us working on cleaning out the ditch line over here on Lakeside, where Bertha was proven to be a better operator than me, that we also used Joe's mini excavator, and appreciate the use of that, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Anybody else? Any comments? Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you took this time out of your Saturday to listen to us, and I hope if you have any questions, suggestions moving forward, feel free to contact any one of us, and we will get those emails working to where if you send an email to the board, we all see them, and you will get a response. Okay.
And as soon as the other members have individual emails, I'll get an email list mailed out to everybody. I'm also going to be requesting that anybody that needs that doesn't have email, if you know any of your neighbors that don't have email and they need things mailed to them, like as I call it snail mail, then I need to identify those folks as well And I can, if maybe you can point me towards, I'll get with Kelly and see if I'm sure there's a list already, but if, I just want to try to get everybody's emails, addresses, phone numbers, if they need snail mail, if they don't have email. I want to try to get everybody's, I'm going to be working to get everything up to date as far as contact information and where to send things so that, nobody's left out of the loop of what's going on.
And I am willing to do hand delivery, okay? So, yeah.
And me too. So, I mean, it's just,
That's also on the Google Drive,
Yeah.
the list of who gets mail,
okay,
who gets regular mail.
perfect.
It's on
Tell
there.
me,
Perfect.
I'm sorry, can you read? Yeah.
Yeah, while you're sending out email addresses, can you send out whatever website we're using these days for our official website? Because
Yes.
I go to two different ones and I just go to one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we, okay. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second? Got a second? Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Always nice to have somebody here to keep me in line. So I need to rescind my motion at this time because we need to set our next meeting date.
Our next scheduled board meeting is November 1st. That's the first Saturday in November.
So you
The
got-
first Saturday in November is our
Let's
next
open
scheduled
weekend
meeting
for
day.
air hunting. That's not a good idea.
We voted on it this year, on scheduling the board meeting, so we can plan
On opening
ahead
day,
of time. And it was February, May,
people are nuts.
August, and November.
I guess
The
we
first
want to do
Saturday
that.
of
I
each
guess-
of those months, and then the annual meeting is the Saturday of Memorial Weekend. So that's our scheduled board meeting date.
Now, we probably need to have a
Our
motion
meeting should be the second Saturday.
in November.
Yeah.
You want to make a motion, Bertha?
Yes, sir.
Make a motion.
I make a motion that our November meeting be held the second Saturday rather than the first, due to opening day of deer season.
Go the other way.
I second
Get out of
that
hunting
motion.
season, go the other way.
We have,
Well,
October.
yeah, we
Go
can
back the other way? We did the last Saturday in October.
yeah,
actually, I would like that better.
that would be better.
Last Saturday in October.
Okay.
Well, give us a second.
So the November 1 meeting moved to, and that's going to be the 20, hang on a sec. It's gonna be the 20, that would be the 25th of October if we do it, if we move back a Saturday, move back a week.
I will make my schedule available for that.
Can we make it a costume meeting?
Yeah.
Halloween/opening season.
Charlene, what do you got planned? Okay, she's got a plan for that. Okay, make your motion again, please.
I make a motion, we have our year-end meeting the last Saturday of October.
Instead of the first Saturday of November.
Which is the 25th. I second the 25th of October is the meeting.
Now, I think she's making a motion forever and ever, amen, and I would be apt for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, so it's a meeting forever, or motion forever, okay.
At the end of the year meeting,
Be the last
be the
Saturday.
last Saturday of
Of
October.
October.
And your meeting, last Saturday of October. Okay, so that was Bertha,
Yeah, you seconded it.
I seconded it.
I'm calling for a vote.
Yes,
Bertha?
Yes.
Charlene?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
come
unanimous.
on, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Time?
Yes, ma'am.
Time.
What time? How does everybody feel about 10 a.m.?
Good.
I feel great about
Okay. I would prefer it earlier, but there's some people I know that prefer 10, so we'll go with 10.
So that'll be
Yes.
that'll be the 25th then. All right, the next meeting, I say we have another meeting within a month, because there's a lot to go through, so. How about a meeting on, we get one on August 30th? Are folks available August 30th?
Are you making a motion?
I make a motion, our next meeting is August 30th, Saturday. There's a lot to do, besides the bylaws and everything.
I'll second.
That's 4 weeks from now. That's 4 Saturdays from now.
I can't do that.
No.
The following weekend is Labor Day.
Yeah.
No, the first is Labor Day.
You wanna do the 20th, move it up a week, 23rd?
I can't do it that weekend. It's my mother's birthday.
Do we wanna do something through the week, do a Zoom meeting?
I hate those.
Or do a meeting through the week and have it on Kelly can get her on that through the week.
August 16th is out, August 23rd is
Before
out.
we move into September.
September the 13th is on Saturday.
I'll just do that since Cody's probably.
That'll be a good weekend, September 13th.
I can do that.
All right.
Charlene?
The meeting was in October.
We're supposed,
Bumping back up.
we're supposed to be done, honey. You know what? We may have to miss Doug, honey.
I tell you, that's 6 weeks out, so.
No, I can't do it then either, that's all Kevin's scheduled meeting.
Well, then let's do something on Zoom through the week, because.
Are you talking about September 13th
Yes. What time is their meeting?
at 9?
Like, I know folks, some folks aren't big fans of Zoom meetings, but that's like 4 weeks in a row,
I can do
4 Saturdays in a row,
August
you can't do it.
Who couldn't do August 23rd? You couldn't.
You said the 30th of August?
30 August.
That's Labor Day weekend. We got Labor Day is, I think somehow we can swing the 30th better than any other date that keeps popping up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a special meeting just for bylaws, correct?
Oh, he's got bylaws and he's got the, website, don't you?
Website, that's just an update. The website will be done, that's just an update.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? The special meeting primarily, the bylaws?
Just be bylaws.
Bylaws, board duties, and
Reimbursements.
Yeah, there you go, those three. Bylaws, board duties, and reimbursements. And it will be August,
Saturday, August 30th.
August 30. And we still want 10 a.m., right? Yeah.
I'll be up here.
Would you be here? Okay.
If you want to make it earlier, I'm fine.
It's a holiday weekend, let's do 9.
Let's do 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So what's the motion?
Motion is next board meeting, August 30th at 9 a.m.
For the purpose of three
Yes.
things.
For 3 items. So next board meeting, September 30th at 9 a.m.
August 30th.
Or sorry, August 30th,
Yeah.
9 a.m. Next board meeting on Saturday, August 30th at 9 a.m. for 3 items. Those 3 items are bylaws, a review, board duties, and reimbursements.
Yes. Okay, we have a second. Got a second from Kelly Harrell. Call for a vote. Bertha?
Yes.
Kelly, yes.
Yes.
Charlene, yes.
Aye.
Mike, yes. I'm yes. We're good. Okay. Can somebody make a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
I'll make a motion to adjourn before I get rained on, driving back home.
All right,
All right.
we're good.
All right.
Thank you again, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.